Hi, hello, howdy, whatever intro you want me to do, dude. We are here today for the ICP low tier draft analysis. Emphasis on the first four letters. So, if you're wondering, first of all, why is it already on a screen that isn't a Pokemon? Well, this one's going to be a little different, okay? So, first of all, you may remember me from the APA Academy. If you're wondering, like, hey, who's this guy? Why is he taking low tier Pokemon? What's going on? Been around the block a time or two. I did actually win the APA Academy low tier season. So, I mean, look, dude, I've never been one to toot my own dick, but here we are, toot toot. You know, we won, and we won on the back of this first Pokemon here. So obviously, if I got randomized first pick again, mind you, because we got it in APA as well, I'm taking the Pupper, dude. I'm never not gonna take the Pupper. That's a good Pupper. And instead of putting just a picture of the Pokemon, at this point, the next game comes out in like 6 hours, dude. There's no point in even doing this league and uploading it. You know what I mean? Nobody cares about Gen 8 anymore. However, I wanted to have a little bit more fun. This will probably be the last kind of league we upload. I'm doing some stuff on Showdown that's been fun. Don't think I'm going to upload that. And then we do have the UPBA, which we are currently in the hunt for. We're in the week of finals. So that'll be coming out, I think, next week after this video. But yeah, man, I've done low tier before. I think I did okay at it. You know. So instead of giving you guys like a detailed analysis and being like, this is good because it's a fire type and you need a fire type on your draft, I'm gonna just have some fun with it. I don't have a script. I don't have really even the list of Pokemon in front of me. I just have the slideshow here on OBS and we'll just get into it, dude. Okay? So rather than have a picture of the Pokemon that you've seen 700 times by now, which is still more than are in the decks, but I'll just put a picture that kind of explains the nickname that I'll be giving this Pokemon, right? So Zygarde 10%, good Pokemon. It's good speed tier. You know, clicks buttons, which has become kind of my thing. So when I see Zygarde 10%, he's a little pupper. He's a good little guy, you know. So I think of my dog, whose name is Emma. Zygarde will be named Emma, and this is the picture of when I first got her back at my current house, and she slept in my computer chair like a true gamer grill. You know what I mean? You know how dogs kind of like, you can put them wherever, they'll go places if you ask them to, but like they're a little nervous in a new area every now and then. So I think she literally slept in my chair because she was like, it smells like the guy I know that lives here, so I'm gonna just sleep here, you know. And she ruined that fucking blanket. Actually, she's a red healer and she sheds bad. That blanket is just her blanket now. I used to keep it on my chair to kind of have a nice, sleek, elegant, also potentially warm thing, but it's her blanket now. I don't ever want to see it again, you know. But yeah, we got Zygarde first pick. Next up, we're taking Incineroar. And Incineroar is, when I think of Incineroar, it was, first of all, it was also on my APA team, so, you know, like them. When I think of Incineroar, what do you think of, you know? Fucking furries. Don't you just hate furries, dude? Have you ever met a furry in real life and been like, that was a cool guy? No? Nobody? Okay, cool. Me neither. In fact, most furries, you don't even know they're furries. They're just a dude reading a newspaper. I don't think people really read newspapers anymore. Actually, the only reason people read newspapers anymore is to have the little eye holes cut in them for when you're spying on somebody, you know? But when I think of Incineroar, I think of furries, and we got the fucking most popular furry in the community right here, so that's going to be the picture for that guy. Like I said, Incineroar was on the APA team already, and it kind of helps balance out some of the weaknesses that Zygarde has. It also gives me a dark type that isn't also weak to fairy with Zygarde. And I know I said I wasn't going to be like, well, this is fucking good. But I'll talk about some stuff, dude. First of all, don't ever listen to me and expect me to adhere to the things that I say. I can't. No, that's not happening, dude. If you think I'm going to say a thing and then stand by it, you haven't met me. But yeah, dude, I don't want to look at Verlicify anymore, so let's go to the next one. Next, I took Reggie Leckie. I have wanted to use Reggie Leckie several times in this gen, and each time it's been taken before I could get to it. So this time, I went ahead and took it round 3 on the wheel, just because I wanted to have it. It doesn't really fit with the team idea that I want, but I'm going to take it. It's fast as fuck, boy. And when I think of Reggie Leckie, I think of my boy Kelly. So I took his Twitter picture and put it here. Because I think that man respects Reggie Leckie, I think, more than anyone I've ever met. And he is insistent that it's a good Pokemon, and we're going to be putting that to the test this season, you know? And like I said, it doesn't really fit the team. I don't really care about drafting a good team. I want to have fun this season. I don't give a fuck. I already have my chip in low tier. I got nothing else to prove, dude. Alright? I got nothing else to prove. Let's click some buttons. Let's have a good time. Let's have a Pokemon named after a guy in a red suit. Next, we got Vanillux, another Pokemon that was on my APA team. Love Vanillux, such a good Pokemon. No real switch-ins to a Specs Blizzard. Nothing, especially in low tier, dude. You trying to go to RU and find a switch-in to Specs Blizzard? It ain't happening. I think Pokegame said it best, where you go into Vanillux, you click Blizzard, they come in, they take a Blizzard, they take whatever hazard you have set up, then they take 6% from the Hail, and then potentially 6% more from the Hail and another Blizzard, on top of Vanillux being a relatively bulky Pokemon. It just kills shit, dude. In the semifinals of the APA Academy, I fucked a guy up with Vanillux. Like, it KO'd everything. It was amazing, and it even froze their fire type, which was hilarious, and I'm sorry, Matt. But yeah, when I think of Vanillux, it's obviously going to be the ice cream tattoo that Gucci Mane has on his face. On his face, dude. You gotta really like fucking ice cream to get it tattooed on your face. How funny would it be if Gucci Mane is lactose intolerant and was like, you know what? No, I'm still gonna get it on my face. That's so funny to me. As a man with a touch of the lactose, I couldn't get a tattoo, dude. If I got a tattoo on my face, it would have to be fucking almond milk, okay? Because I can't just do dairy like that, all willy nilly, you know. But as you can kind of see, the speed tiers are starting to fill out. There's gonna be some gaps because Reggie Leckie has 200 speed, which is unnecessary, but Vanillux does hit that 80 speed tier, which fills the gap in between Zygarde and Incineroar. So we're working on it. You know, it's not going to be great, it's not going to be perfect, but we're working on it. Next, we have a Selgore. A Selgore is named Spreadsheet because I couldn't think of a nickname for a Selgore other than something Ninja related or something Weeb related. And when I think of Excel, it's Microsoft Excel, so I just name it Spreadsheet. It's a Selgore. This is the logo for fucking Excel. Hence the X, you know? A Selgore is one of those Pokemon that I became known for this past gen. I drafted it so many times. It's such a good Pokemon, so fast. Getting the Throat Spray item added this generation is huge. You can just click Bug Buzz, you get big damage off on something, then you're faster than even Reggie Leckie over there, because you're at ×2 with the Unburden, and then you're at +1, you know? So it's basically like some kind of weird confuculated quiver dance you just set up while attacking. So, I like a Selgore. Hazards, T-Spikes, Spikes, just a great time all around. I really, really love it. It's a good designated lead. I have a hard time choosing leads sometimes. Not because I don't know what to do, but I'm just indecisive. And with the timer, you can't be indecisive. So sometimes you just slap a Focus Sash on, you get up a Spike, you click Gambit, you click fucking Focus Blast, Bug Buzz, whatever. You have a good time. Everyone goes home. Before the cows come home, I think. I think that's a southern expression everyone should be familiar with. Yeehaw. Next, you can notice a bit of a difference in points here. Poltigeist was still on the thing. I decided, you know what? I had a kind of a plan, and I was like, fuck this, dude. I'm going to take Poltigeist because, first of all, it's ruined my day many a time. Many a time, dude. And I wanted to try it, and low tier it looks pretty fucking busted. So, if they decide to not bring a dark or a normal type, then I will just Shell Smash up and we'll just have a grand old time, you know what I mean? Poltigeist, it's T, reminds me of Rich Sips, which is this album by Bill Murray. If you don't know Bill Murray, Bill Murray is a band made by Johnny Frank, who is the old singer of Attack Attack on those first two albums. So, that guy, you know, and this album is one of my favorite albums because that second to last song on this album, called Cow People, is a staple in the alternative culture, and it is a banger. So if you like, you know, screamy kind of alternative music, this is a recommendation I would definitely check out. And then this is his album, and it has T on it, so it's Rich Sips, dude. Next, we took Berserker. I fought Berserker in that semifinals game that we were talking about earlier, and it's kind of a threat, dude. It doesn't have the greatest stats, like its speed and SPDF could obviously be higher, but if they were higher, it wouldn't be available to have as a steel type in low tier. So we took it. The steel types were really starting to go fast at this point, and I didn't really have anything else I wanted, but I know I wanted a steel type. It didn't really have to have hazards for me, but I wanted it with momentum, and it does get U-turn. It also gets like Fake Out, it gets Steely Spirit, so that way just Choice Banded Ironhead's gonna ruin other people's days for once. And then Tough Claws too, just for clicking, 30% boosted buttons, which you love to see. Next, we have Shanatic. I was gonna take Whimsicott, and that went like round 3. So, sorry Matt, we couldn't do it, buddy. But we got Shanatic, which is kind of the same thing, but shittier. We got Shanatic, which is Whimsicott, but shit. You know what I mean? We got fucking Mr. Poopy Butthole here, because that's what if he didn't have that weird mushroom cap on, it would literally be Mr. Poopy Butthole. And so that's what it is for me, This gives me a Grass on a Fairy. I don't really, like I said, I don't really care about having all the stuff that I need. I just want to have fun stuff. But this does actually help the team. Being able to kind of just spam Strength Sap is nice. Being able to put stuff... Remember when words weren't tough? Being able to put stuff to sleep is nice. Then I can get the free switch into whatever, start setting up, do all the things and all the stuff. But... one thing about low tier is you do need a fairy just to stop people from spamming, who's calling me? Fuck you. Hey guy, I'm busy. Fucking audacity you gotta have to call me while I'm recording. But yeah, there's a good amount of low tier dragons, and to just stop them from being able to just lock into whatever dragon move, you gotta have a fairy. You gotta have a fairy, or you gotta have a steel. I got both. Grass types are also nice because there is 1,000 waters down here, so you are going to want to be bringing your grass type, Next, we have Grapplelock, and Grapplelock looks like a tech deck dude, and if it looks like a tech deck dude, guess what? It's a fucking tech deck dude. So we got the only PNG of a tech deck I could find up here, which is a drawing of a tech deck, but whatever. Great Pokemon. Actually, I believe in that very same playoff game that I keep referring to in APA Academy, Grapplelock put in mad work, dude. It gets that, it gets Octolock, which locks your opponent in and drops their defenses. So I ran Octolock and then Technician boosted Dig, which was so dumb, but it kind of worked because they had a Marini. So the plan was to Octolock, keep that thing in, stop it from being able to regen out, and then be able to get Technician boosted damage while still lowering its defense. And since, Dig takes 2 turns, it would be twice as lowered. And that seemed like a cool, fun thing to do. And then it also gets Circle Throw. So Circle Throw is really cool because it'll switch your opponent out. Also Technician boosted. And with the Hazard Stack team, it's just slinging them out, getting the chip, and then I can come in with my Vanillux with my Zygarde and click me a nice, big ol' thick, down-home button just like Grandma used to make, Next, we have Slowpoke. I've wanted to use Slowpoke for such a long time. I have a friend who uses Porygon a lot in his in draft leagues, especially at 8mon, like tournaments and stuff. And I've wanted to use Porygon for so long just because being able to teleport out and still being pretty fucking bulky, all things considered. But I looked at this and I was like, let me just get Slowpoke. I've been using Slowbro, loving it. I used Slowking once too, that was kind of cool. Not as cool as Slowbro, but Slowpoke with the Eviolite still gets teleport, still gets regen, still has really decent bulk. Doesn't have the greatest stats all around, but the bulk is nice. And it reminds me of our boy Hayden, who names his Pokemon, his Slowbro, Paul. So this would be Paulito, And when you got a little guy, you just throw Ito at the end of it, and then all of a sudden you're small in Spanish. But that's gonna be Paulito here, and dude, nobody fucks with Hayden. I probably wouldn't be making content if I hadn't watched Hayden's videos when I was in like high school and shit. Just good time, really funny guy, and a lot of times I would watch Pokemon content, and it would be people super try-harding, and they want to give a nice in-depth competitive analysis, and that's not Hayden's thing. Hayden will just come in, tell a joke, fucking, make an observation, and have a fun game for the sake of having a fun game, and that's what it's all about, dude. Is this the hokey pokey? Because that's what it's all about. Second to last, we have Caracosta here. The slides only account for 11 Pokemon, so it's going to get a little ghetto in here. And that's not because my friend who's on the screen here is Mexican. That's racist, and fuck you for thinking that, dude. Wow. But we got Caracosta. I wanted a secondary. I like having a bulky water type and then a secondary offensive water type, and this is a cool water type because Shell Smash exists. In low tiers, not everything's going to be super fast, so I can actually get some kills with Caracosta. Also gets access to Aqua Jet, so even if we aren't faster, we can still get a little bit of chip, you know. And, you know, Sturdy Boots is a thing, so we can always get up our rocks if we need to, stuff like that. I also didn't have a rocker yet, so just some rocks to have. And then, yeah, with our kind of screens spamming team, we got Caracosta, you know, so we can throw some screens up, click Shell Smash. This is more of a physical Shell Smasher, but I believe it does get decent special attack and special moves too. So we got Poltigeist as the special Shell Smasher, Caracosta as the physical-ish Shell Smasher. It should be a good time. I like this Pokemon. I haven't used it for a really long time. And the person who made this known to me is my boy Javi, who's on the screen right now. This is the reaction image he sent to our group chat after we were all roasting him real bad, which was hilarious. But it's not even me trying to like be a dick and put it. It's the only picture I already had on my phone, so that's what's gonna have to work, you know. But yeah, he used to use Caracosta a lot back in the day. Back when I first started Pokemon, this guy used to beat my fucking ass all the time with like Caracosta and like Charizard X and just all these setup sweepers. Now that I think about it, that probably explains why I play the way that I do, is because I used to just bring 6 defensive Pokemon. Because, you know, when you're new to Pokemon, you don't know what the fuck you're doing. You're just like, I like Vaporeon, and let's try him out. You know, I remember this guy from fucking Blue version. So I would just bring Pokemon that I liked, which was basically 6 Tangalas, and then I would just get dicked the fuck down by Hyper Offense. Or like a, I remember he beat me real bad with a fucking, with the Crit Kingdra set one time, which was hilarious. So, this is Caracosta. We're gonna name him Javi after our boy here. And yeah, man, that's that guy. Last we have, and this is, see, there's no thing for it, so you don't even know what this is. You're just like, why is Sebastian Maniscalco on the screen? What the fuck? And if you don't know who that is, you're probably like, why is there this man on my screen? Sebastian Maniscalco is a comedian. He's very funny. He's Italian. He's very like animated, if you can't tell by the picture. And our last Pokemon is Zatu. I didn't have a nickname for Zatu. I realized as I was ginning the team for week 1, I didn't have, spoilers, Zatu's coming week 1, but I didn't have a nickname for him. And when I think of Zatu, obviously it's, you know, it's a flying and a psychic type. I already have a psychic type. Didn't really even need this guy, but I wanted to kind of help prevent hazards a little bit. But when I think of Zatu, it's a bird, you know, bird spam is a thing. And Sebastian doesn't go on very many podcasts. I listen to a lot of podcasts, but he doesn't go on very many, but he goes on enough for you to kind of get to know him a little bit. And I remember he was on Theo Vaughn's podcast, and they were asking him about if he had pets. And he's super Italian and super animated, and he was like, I had a bird. And I hear that in my head every single day since I've heard that, dude. When you see a meme that's like, this lives in my head rent free. This man saying the word bird in his Italian accent lives in my head rent free. If you've ever seen that podcast, let me know and we can talk about it, because it's funny. But he was like, I had a bird. I had a bird. That's kind of his voice. It's fucking funny, dude. He's a really funny guy. His specials are hilarious. Your parents probably love this guy, you know? So, that's the team. Zygarde, Incineroar, Reggie Leckie, Vanillux, a Selgore, Poltigeist, Berserker, Shanatic, Grapplelock, Slowpoke, Caracosta, and Zatu. Now, this was the exact same tiers. Most of the things are point valued the same as APA Academy, and we were basically just given 10 extra points for no fucking reason. So this is my low tier draft for this, and I kind of just got a bunch of busted threats and then kind of just sprinkled some low pointers in there, like Salt Bay, just to kind of fill in the gaps. So what else is there to say, really? Like I said, I don't have a fucking script. I've just been talking out of my dick for the past 20 minutes and then burping while I talk also. So rude. But one thing I did learn from APA Academy is there is more offense than there is defense in low tiers. So while you can get bulky stuff, I think 9 times out of 10, offense will beat defense. There's just not enough viable defensive mons that don't just waste a slot in your 6. You know what I mean? And, you know, I'm sure, I don't know if other people in NAPA Academy kind of feel that way, but definitely I noticed that defensive teams didn't do as good as offensive teams, at least in my opinion, in the battles that I watched. I don't know, you can probably go look up the fucking scoreboard and be like, well, actually, this isn't right. But for my opinion, that's my playstyle anyway, so low tier works just fine. And, you know, we'll just keep clicking buttons. I'm going to go for some Zygarde kills. Was the kill leader in APA Academy, no big deal. Actually tied for kill leader. And then post playoffs, it should definitely be kill leader because I fucked some people up with it. But I do like this team. I think it's kind of dumb. I think it's kind of bad, but it's going to be fun. And it's going to be, you know, it's going to be some more content to have. So I hope you guys are excited. Let me know what you think. Did all the stuff make sense? Are some of these nicknames bad? Or some of these Pokemon bad? Let me know what you think. I don't have any more words to say, so I'm going to end the video before I deflate. Bye forever.